Fitbit Charge 6 versus Fitbit Inspire 3. The real question isn't which one tracks more, it's whether the extra you pay for the Charge 6, with its built-in GPS and Google Extras, actually earns its place on your wrist. Paying more is not always smart, and going basic is not always smart either. By the end, you'll know which one is worth it for you. Let's make it clear. Battery life is where this fight starts, and for busy people, it matters more than any feature on the box. Both of these last way longer than any Apple Watch, so right away you're free from that nightly charging habit. But the Inspire 3 goes a step further. Fitbit claims up to 10 days, and the most consistent reviews land somewhere around 7 to 9 with the always-on display off. There's one owner I came across who's been using theirs for over a year, still pulling 8 or 9 days per charge. And that kind of long-haul consistency tells me more than any spec sheet. The Charge 6 trades some of that away for its bigger screen and GPS, settling around 6 to 7 days. Still strong, still better than a smartwatch. But if charging as little as possible is your thing, the Inspire 3 is ahead here, plain and simple. That smaller battery footprint ties straight into the next thing, how it actually feels on your wrist. Both are slim and easy to forget you're wearing, which matters when you sleep with it every night. The Inspire 3 is the lighter, narrower one, and people with small wrists keep pointing that out. One even mentioned using the fourth to smallest notch, and it still fit perfectly. The Charge 6 is still slim, but more substantial, with a wider screen that's genuinely easier to read at a glance. So, here's the real trade-off. If you want the most discreet, barely there band for all day and overnight wear, the Inspire 3 wins comfort. If you'd rather see your stats clearly without squinting, the Charge 6's larger display earns its slightly bigger presence. Now the core reason you're buying either one: health tracking. For the everyday basics, steps, resting heart rate, sleep stages, stress, SpO2, both share the same Fitbit DNA and both do it well. Sleep tracking especially is where Fitbit still shines, and the Inspire 3 uses the same approach as the pricier models. Where they split is depth. The Charge 6 adds built-in GPS, more refined heart rate sensors, 40-plus exercise modes on the wrist, and the ability to broadcast your heart rate to gym equipment. If you're the kind who runs outdoors and wants your route without dragging your phone, the Inspire 3 falls short. It leans on connected GPS through your phone. That said, be straight with yourself about that built-in GPS. The most consistent reviews flag it as flaky, with dropouts and odd distances. So even on the Charge 6, it's not a strong reason to buy. For gym goers who love seeing heart rate on the treadmill though, the Charge 6 pulls clearly ahead. And if this comparison is helping you sort it out, take a second to subscribe. Your support is what keeps these deep comparisons coming. Quick word on smart features, because this is where the Google Extras get oversold. The Charge 6 brings Google Maps, Wallet, and YouTube Music controls. Wallet is genuinely handy, tap to pay from your wrist. But the music piece is half-baked. It only controls YouTube Music, and the connection is unreliable. One detailed owner review described it feeling like a beta. Lots of retrees to connect. And for iPhone users, both devices let you see notifications but not reply. That's an iOS limitation, not a Fitbit one. The Inspire 3 keeps it simple with notifications and basic alerts. Nothing flashy. Honestly, if you won't use Wallet or gym broadcasting, most of these extras are clutter you're paying for. Which brings us to price and value. The Inspire 3 sits in the lower range. The Charge 6 costs more. What you're really paying extra for is the bigger screen, built-in GPS, heart rate broadcasting, and the Google Wallet features. If you'll use those, the gap makes sense. If you mostly want steps, heart rate, and sleep, the Inspire 3 covers that beautifully for less. One thing both share is the premium subscription nudge. The deeper readiness and recovery insights sit behind a paywall after the trial, and plenty of owners say they skip it and stay happy with the free metrics. On discounts, both drop during the big Amazon sales, with the Charge 6 tending to see steeper cuts since it's the higher-priced one. Match the spend to the features you'll actually touch, and neither one wastes your money. Here's the call. There's no single winner here, and I won't fake one. These split cleanly by what you actually want on your wrist. If your priority is the longest battery, the lightest fit, and simple steps, heart rate, and sleep, buy the Inspire 3. For most people who just want reliable tracking, it covers everything beautifully for less. If you're a gym goer who wants heart rate on the equipment, a bigger screen, and tap to pay, the Charge 6 earns the extra. But if your only reason is built-in GPS, skip it. That part's flaky. The Charge 6 tends to see steeper cuts during the big sales, so watch for it. And you, which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments. Both linked below with the current price.